Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. This is Tina Kadish. For those of you that don't know me, from Job to Joy, I'm all about empowering women to step into living life on purpose, and really a woman who is in transition right now, who wants to perhaps reinvent themselves. They're stuck in their 9-to-5 careers and they want to create something that gives them that freedom. I'm all about freedom and joy. And I want to help other women to really step into that. And so today I want to talk about interested versus committed. And I shared a post about this, but I thought that I would come live and talk about this more, because when I wrote the post this morning, it was something that came up in a conversation yesterday. And then today in one of my networking groups, we were talking about commitment. And I said, I have to go live and talk about this because it could speak to some of you. And so when we think of the word interested, you might be interested in perhaps, I help women start a business. I may be interested in leaving my 9-to-5 job. I may be interested in writing a book. I may be interested in speaking on stage. You might explore it and you might dream about it, but you don't take action on it. You're interested. You may dream. And I was there years ago when I always was interested in leaving my 9-to-5, but I was staying stuck because of my own mindset, my own lack of discipline, my own lack of the structure. And I didn't level it up. I didn't step up my activities. I did not step it up. And I remember one coach telling me years ago, are you committed to being a coach? Are you committed to leaving your 9-to-5? And I thought I was offended by that, but it made me think. So for those of you that are listening, are you interested in something or are you actually committed? And I'm going to give you 4 steps here, how you can shift from being interested to committed. Because if you want change, you want something, if you want to move the needle in your life, in your business, you got to be committed. You got to take action. And nothing changes without action. And so this message this morning from in my networking group, Connected Leaders Academy, Jose Escobar, who's the founder of Connected Leaders Academy, which, by the way, if you're interested in that community, let me know and I could connect you with him, because it really spoke to me more about commitment. And I am committed, but am I stepping it up every day? Now, it's okay to take some downtime, refresh, reset, relax. Yes, it is so important. But when you look at your calendar, your planner, are your activities bringing you closer to what you want? Or are these things that are busy work, I call it? And this is something that I teach my clients on when they want to start a business, is focusing on the right activities. Because a plan is great, but you have to implement the plan to make it happen. All right. And because some of my clients that I work with, yes, we create that structure. And sometimes we lack that structure on why things are not moving. All right. So what I want to ask you is, when you are, why is commitment important? And I'm going to share this. Number 1, you're embracing discomfort, because here's the thing. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be always fun. There's a lot of peaks and valleys being an entrepreneur. I went from a 9-to-5 with a stable paycheck, making great money, to being an entrepreneur. And you don't have that stability. But you know what I have? I have my freedom, my flexibility. However, you need to have discipline. You got to have your routines. You got to have the right habits, because you could have all this freedom, but what are you doing with all that freedom? All right. So it might not be good. You got to have that structure. Hi, Emilio. Blessings to you. Talk about someone who's making it happen. Emilio is always somewhere. He's always doing something. And thank you, Emilio, for tuning in. But so being committed, really, why is it important? It's because You're actually planning to be successful. You're not just thinking about it, exploring, researching till nauseum, and you're not taking action. So you're actually planning for success. You are investing in yourself. I told this to one of my recent clients. In order to be in business, you've got to invest in your business. You've got to invest in you. Because if you're not investing in you, how do you expect someone to invest in you? How do you expect your clients to invest in you? And let me tell you, I've invested a lot of money in my business, in my journey to get from my 9 to 5 to being an entrepreneur. And so I understand the investment, but it's also investing in the right places. I'm not just saying to just go and spend money wherever you want. No, you've got to be focused on the right things, okay? You're also, when you are committed, you persevere through those setbacks, okay? You really do. It's like I said, it's not always smooth, all right? And you have that 9 to 5 job. Things don't go smooth in your 9 to 5 job. I was laid off in a 9 to 5 job. So when people say there is security, there is no security in that 9 to 5 job, because tomorrow or today, you could be let go. And you are now left with no security. So I'm a firm believer in having a plan B, plan C. When I was in my job, I was working my business part-time, okay, until 2018. And I always was working on a plan B. So what I want to share is, what are 4 things that you can do going from interest to commitment, okay? First one, you got to clarify your why. Why are you doing? And this is something we talked about this morning, is our why. Have you reconnected with your why? Why do you, like for me, my why is that I want to impact other women that want to leave their 9 to 5. They're stuck, they're unhappy, they're just plain miserable every day. And I want to help them stepping into finding what is their purpose. All right. What do they love to do? What do they desire? Okay. And that's really important to me. So if I can impact other women, then I love it. I love it. So that's my biggest why. But of course I have my family, and why I'm doing this. I'm doing this for myself as well, because I always craved freedom and I wanted to be in my own business. And like I said, entrepreneurship is not for everybody. And I'm not putting down 9 to 5, because if you're loving what you do hey, that's powerful. But if you are, and you're not happy in a 9 to 5, then it's time for you to make a change. Make that commitment to yourself to make a change. Take action in moving the needle towards what you desire. All right? Create a vision is my second step. Create that vision. What does success look like for you? And success is different for everybody. It's different. For me, success is not only monetary. Like, I want to make money. We all want to make money. But it's that impact that we can make with the money. It's not that love of money and being greedy and doing bad things. It's, what are we doing with the money? Are we doing good? What impact are we making? If we can make a difference in somebody else's life, then that is a beautiful thing. Thank you. Who else is tuning in here? I can't always see. Sometimes I can. Setting realistic goals. Goal setting. We're wrapping up 2024. Some of us, we started out with these goals in the beginning, but are we there today? And by the way, I'm reading a great book, The 12-Week Year. I'm in a book mastermind, and it's a great book. If you haven't heard of it, it really helps you to break it down. Your year is 12 weeks. And it's a great book. All right. So I just want to leave you with that. But it's setting those goals. Break your journey into manageable steps. Thank you, Sandro. Thank you so much for tuning in. And really, whatever it is, setting goals, like I help you create a business plan. That's the first step. It's creating that structure, that framework. It's that foundation. And by the way, if you are a new entrepreneur or you're aspiring to be an entrepreneur and you don't have a business plan, call me. I can help, because that is the foundation to getting it. Hi, Diana. Thank you so much for tuning in. I just love when people tune in to my lives. All right. So it's really creating that plan, creating that framework, creating that structure is important. It's, again, taking action. And I'm looking for committed women. And I work with women primarily, but I also will work with men if they come to me and they're looking to make a change, and they're looking also they're committed, because I'm looking for committed action takers. I am not looking for the people that are always making excuses. And I've made them in the past myself. All right? I'm not going to lie. We make excuses on why we can't do what we can't, but it's a mindset. We hold ourselves, okay? We are holding ourselves back. We really are. And I know that I held myself back. I stayed longer in my job because I was comfortable. I was making good money, and I was afraid. The fear is huge that holds us back from moving forward to whatever we desire. I never thought that I'd be an author. I am an author of 2 books, and I'm in an anthology of multiple books. I never thought that I'd be sharing my story, all right? And never thought I would be. But it didn't happen until after I exited that 9-to-5 in 2018, all right? Because there's other opportunities that became available. I was able to take advantage of additional opportunities, okay? The next step, or the last step, is build a support system. You can't do this alone and try to figure it all out and grab all the freebies. They're good. YouTube is great. All right. All those things, listening to other people, but it boils down to taking action, having that discipline, having that structure, and surrounding yourself in a community of like-minded individuals. So I created my own community, the Inner Circle. We meet every Tuesday night. And I'm focusing on helping women in that space to build their business. So if you want more information on the Inner Circle, let me know. Put me in the comments and I will get you some information. But it's a community where every week we are building our businesses together with accountability, with masterminding, with sales trainings. And so that is about the Inner Circle. So what I did was, hi Diane. What I did was I created the community that was focusing on what I wanted to implement, to create, because I wasn't finding it elsewhere. And I'm in other communities. All right, I am. And we always want to surround ourselves because we need support. We need that guidance. We need that cheerleading. We need that. We can't do it alone. And that's what I will leave you with. Those are the 4 things that you can shift from interest to commitment. And it's really making a shift, mental shift. Instead of saying, I will try to do that, say to yourself, I will. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I will find a way. Because I'm not a quitter. And I have a favorite quote of mine. I don't remember who created this, but I always say winners never quit and quitters never win. So, are you a winner or are you a quitter? Tina Kadish from Job to Joy. Let's connect. If you are in this space and you want to reinvent yourself, you want to create something magical, you need clarity, I can help you with that. All right. Have a great Tuesday, everybody.